Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Reads them. Heading into the end game now. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Not shot. The big play does it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sticks the jump in. Did well to get the buff in there. Caught and target locked and scooped. Manages to block the jump in attack. Miraculous grab. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. The exchange blows. Overhead attack. Noticeable life sets up KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Buffs up. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Goes to the air. Connects with the throw. Buffs while they're blinking. Lots of full hop bank and plenty of avenues to race. No! This will break them. All stocked up. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. What now? Looking for a hole. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Overhead attack. Player 2 has a full drive. I called it! I called it! It is over! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Double lariat, and now nails the anti-air. Still slugging it out here. Oh, whiffs the grab. What's the play here? Very solid corner switch. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? This takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Buffs up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 can build off this lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Was hungry for the grab. What'll happen here? From upstairs. There's an overdrive on. Player 1 can't use any hits them with a stop and pop. Gotta be careful not to whip at this rate. The drive impact doesn't work. Corrects them. Knockdown and player 2 big time whip. Looking to impress with this super. The super hit, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Another fight is coming your way.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The combo's there. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun shy. Big counter. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. From up above. Get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks with a medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Gets the jump in. Spikes him with 3 gloves. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage sets up with the jump-in. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Just go for it. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 has the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They trade hits, and now takes a trip. The grab misses. Grabs them, taking stock. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Big counter. All right, what's coming up next? 3-volt? Looking for a chance. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Grabs them with the embrace. In there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From up above. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Still slugging it out at this range. There's nowhere to run. Starting to get hands on them for the interdiction. They must have a game plan here. This can lead to some big damage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A quick breather. The jump in. This is gonna hurt. Flatline them. Player 1 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Gets the jump-in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Not shy with the grab. Takes a trip. Projectile to try and change the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 can't use any more drive without finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Got their eye on the air. Had the radar up and running. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Doesn't miss a beat. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Target locked and scoop. What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Both fighters experiencing burnout. A real test of nerve knocked them out of the air. Feasting with the Russian suplex. They gotta go. Raw super hard incoming. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Yo, put that away. Checks him with a projectile. A little too greedy there. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. Oh! Player one gets him. Player one hits them. It's always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Had the radar up and running. Still slugging it out at this range. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Double lariat and now jumps up, sets up with the jump in. Throws a fireball. Blinks it. Ooh, what a smart blow. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. They gotta be careful with their remaining Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump. All in with a rush. Okay, here we go. Demon Rain time. Both absolutely closes it out. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That overhead was a bit obvious. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Goes for the command grab. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? They block the overhead, and player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, they trade hits. Burnout is triggered. Target locked and scoop KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Decides to meet them in the air. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Target locked and scoop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Big time whip. Heavy punch sends them flying. Each hit is so important here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? This is gonna hurt. No! Critical art now? A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Oh, they got him! Player two survived that tense mirror match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Goes for the command grab. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Burnout activates. Jumps in. Target locked and scoop. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2, no escaping that. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Reads the command grab. Grabs him. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Target locked and scoop. Headbutt. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Jumps up. Ooh, you brush that off and keeps going. Heavy punch sends him flying. No! This will break. No escaping that. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Another fight is coming your way.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Jump in, finds the mark. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Starts off zoning with fireballs. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. All right. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Going on the offensive? Lays down a whirlwind. Takes a trip. Player 2, Rashid's making in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The next round is beginning. He charges forward. Fires off a whirlwind. Gets carried to the corner. Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next? Player 1 can build off this lead. Jumps up. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Lays down a whirlwind. Going on the offensive? Big throws. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for the jackhammer on the cyclone lariat. Prioritizing the sun, scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Their spacing is so on forward rush. And there's a burnout. Going in, Rashid looking for something with the Zara. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Trips him up. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Takes a trip. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Can't tech the throw. Feeling out the spacing. Throws him down. All right, what's coming up next? They're barely hanging in there. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Still very early in the round. Throws them. What's next? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Jumps in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking for a chance. Doing some quick planning. Fires off a whirlwind. Throw leaves them wide open. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixing. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. KO! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.